YouTube, what's up? And welcome back to part 45 in the Pokémon Mystery Dungeon Blue Rescue Team Recruit 'em All playthrough. Today, we're going to make an additional pass through the Buried Relic and try to locate Mew. As we've done many times before, and actually, the last 3 consecutive trips through the 99 floor dungeon, the Buried Relic, we haven't even seen Mew. So we're going to go back in there today and see if we can find this legendary pink cat. After that, we got a whole bunch of other options. Right, we can return back to the Waterfall Pond, I believe it was called, to go hunt for an additional Feebas and Magikarp. We still need one more of each of those guys. And we got a few other options on the table that we can talk about as we get going here, but let's find the relic. Here it is. Let's go hunt down this cat. Hope for the best. I just want to see it again. Even if we don't get it today, just seeing it alone would actually be pretty sick. Although, of course, that's not the goal. We want to get Mew on our team, but we got a long way to go. So let's not waste any time. As we know, right? I'm kind of running out of ideas of what to say as we hunt down this thing, but Screech is actually kind of sketch, by the way. Mew will not start to spawn until floor 36 at the earliest, as that is the point where you are supposed to be able to craft the music box, because the 3 Regis appear on 15, 25, and 35. But as you can see here, we already have the music box on us. Coming through this dungeon many, many times. You never actually lose it. Right? We could use the music box. It is like a usable item, but you don't need to use it. You just have to have it in your inventory. And that will make it so Mew can spawn. Definitely don't need why not. The issue with this whole ordeal, though, and again, I've explained it so many times, I don't even know really what to say anymore. I just keep explaining the same thing over and over again, which is kind of awkward for me, but the whole issue with trying to get Mew here is that it has a 1%, well, not even, it's actually lower than 1% spawn rate. This is why I brought sticks in. Go ahead and set them real quick. The hardest part here is just trying to get Mew to spawn in. A random calcium buried in the wall. Wasn't even trying to do that, right? It was just, I was confused, so I was walking out of control. Basically, Mew has less than a 1% chance to spawn on every single floor. The good news for us when it does spawn is we have around a 34% chance to recruit Mew, which is not great. But that's not a horrible percentage either. We could work with that. Why would Sneasel Screech? It just yelled at me and started running the other way. That was kind of sus. The spawn rate improves ever so slightly. Yeah. It's so minimal that it really doesn't even make a difference, but you are correct. Once we get to like the last 5 floors, it goes up to like 1%. Wonderful, you know? Or like 1.2 or whatever. Alright, Jamie, sounds good, sounds good. I'm glad you were able to hang out for a little bit today. Alright, I'll do my best to monitor the chat, as you guys know, but I might be the worst person of all time at multitasking, so I gotta kind of lock in on the game a little bit. But I do, you know, you guys give me a bunch of great tips, and I do love reading all this stuff, so I'll try to read as much as I can. We'll place the quick seed. We also don't need a lure. We'll drop that as well and keep going here. Yeah, Jazzy, me too. I hope they, I really hope they add Emerald on the Switch like they just did recently with Fire Red Leaf Green earlier this year. Thanks, Jamie. I try. Sticky link box on the rat. It don't matter. We found stairs. Might as well check this. Ice Beam's actually interesting. Squirtle can learn it and it has range on it. Should we try the one-shot orb on Ghastly? Oh, I missed. Pain. Alright. Let's keep looking for the stairs here. I think it's possible for every Pokemon to hit 255 in every stat in this game. I mean, that's probably possible, but the way stats are calced, it's so random anyway. We might as well grab these sticks. Add to our pile. Oh, so okay, so HP maxes out at 999. That's pretty funny. What is this? Bounce band? That don't matter. We're closing in on Regirock's house, but again, we have officially recruited all 3 Titans. So now we're just coming back in here for Mew. There is other Mons that we do need from this dungeon, but I don't like carrying them with me all the way through the 99 floors because they are just liabilities at that point. I guess we can ingest this, but I haven't even used a single move yet, but it does give you like +5 hunger recovery. So that's kind of why I did that. We also have citrus berries. I guess I could crank these too. Why not? That is kind of the one nice thing about... Well, we don't want to keep coming through here, right? We want to get Mew and be done with this place, but the nice thing about continuing to come through here is that we do find a lot of citrus berries, so it's not bad, it's not bad. Wait a minute. No, we already have P2. It's Porygon that's another thing we could possibly do today that I forgot to say in the intro. Porygon is a Red Rescue exclusive along with Mantine, Roselia, which we need all 3 of those Mons. And the other 2 we already have are Plusle and Feebas. So during the previous recording in part 44, we did enter in the... Well, originally we only did the 1 Wondermail code for Feebas, so we did the other 4 of them in part 44. And that's how we got Plusle. And potentially today, but now at any point, we can go after the other 3 version exclusives. Which again, the 3 that we need are... I guess we can just use C-Trap. Almost walked on a sticky one there. Surprised that's not a house. I misstepped again. No, dude. We need to bring Ghastly out the wall, but the 3 Pokemon we might go after today, as I try to shake off this confusion here. Hold on a minute. Roselia, Mantine, and how long is this confusion gonna last, bro? I don't remember what okay, there we go. Roselia, Mantine, and no, we don't need Aeron. Then somebody else. Whatever. I remember Plusle and Feebas. Oh, Porygon. That's what... Seeing the Porygon 2 is what sparked that whole thought anyway. Alright. Here's Regirock's house. He lives in the straw house. We already have Regirock. So we're on to the next one. A whole horde of friends are pulling up, but we don't need to fight through them all. Of course we get poisoned. We find stairs, so it don't matter. Right, yeah, we need the second Feebas and Magikarp. Are you gonna transform? Of course you did. Oh, I thought that was a ghost mod because they were like, I thought they were through the wall, but it was just a weird room there. Pink blob, pink cat. We also need the pink eggs too. We need a lot of pink stuff. Is this guy serious with the swagger, man? Now our 6 are gonna do like 700 damage though. It's kind of crazy. All right, we've already been confused like 5 times in this, you know, in the Buried Relic in the first 18 floors, which is kind of fitting because I'm always confused anyway. So aesthetically speaking, it fits. But I'm getting tired of being confused, so we're out of here. But yeah, the pink blob, of course, being Chansey. We need that. We need Chansey, we need Mew, and we need the eggs. A lot of pink. Alright, let's go up this way. Chased by a Metatitty again. Let's just take it out. Deej! What's up, bro? Ooh, another escape orb. We'll go ahead and take that over the blast. Welcome in, Deej. Good to see you, my friend. Shocker? Nah. Good on that. Out of curiosity, that's just power band. We're zooming, man. We're zooming to floor 36. Then we'll take our foot off the gas a little bit. Apples, that's good to find because we need to eat those anyway. Okay. Find stairs again. Not bad, not bad. And the pink balloons. Who's the pink balloon? Who am I missing? I'm trying to think of who is a pink balloon Pokemon. Quillfish? No, this quillfish is not pink. I was thinking Corsola. Oh, Jigglypuff and Wigglytuff. I get it, I get it. We do need those pink balloons. It took me a second, I'm doing alright, Deej. I'm exhausted after a long stretch of consecutive days of overtime at work, man. I'm really going through it right now in terms of, like, just fatigue, just being exhausted in general, man. It's been hard lately to bring the juice to the streams, but thankfully, that's what you guys do, man. You juice me up, you motivate me to get back in there and keep playing. Even when I'm tired and I just want to go relax, man. Y'all help me stay motivated and stay hungry, keep fighting. So I love you guys, man. Thank you. Oh look, this is Reggie Ice's little house here. Kind of an interesting little arena. There's no ice going on. And it has regular water. This looks like, in Breath of the Wild, there was a side quest to, like in the desert, right? There was a side quest there where you had to walk across the desert with like a giant block of ice to make a drink. And this kind of reminds me of that. You had to go into the room, get the block of ice, and then walk back through the desert like as it's melting in the sun. That was a fun little side quest. A blast seed, we'll go ahead and eat that for like 5 hunger. Alright, let's run away from the wild Pokemons here. Another citrus. Don't mind if I do. Now again, citrus is different here from in Purity Forest, right? Because any of the level 1 dungeons, HP gains or other stat gains from like iron and protein and stuff, but mainly the HP gains because those items are more common. That's all temporary in the dungeons where you get reset back to level 1, right? But in here, these are permanent gains, so... Now we're up to 233 HP and we'll always stay that way until we find more life seeds or citrus berries. Just keep going higher and higher. That apple really didn't do much because we were at 94 out of 100 belly, but rocks we don't even need. They're better than sticks, but that's more so, again, not double sheds, man. I have to draw this guy out the wall, too. When you're playing as a level 100 Pokemon, sticks, the stick throwables, right? Sticks, iron thorns, silver spikes, all those kind of things. Those do damage based on your stats. So as a level 100 Pokemon, we'd rather be using sticks. But in a dungeon like Purity Forest or the other level 1 dungeons, the rocky items, aka gravel rocks and geopebbles, those will do more damage because they do set damage. They're not based on your stats, but let's take out this. That's a long comment. I gotta read that real quick. Happened to stumble upon it YouTube randomly one night. That's what's up, bro. No, hey, that's the whole reason I started my channel, Poobah, for real, man. Cause it did the same thing to me. That's what YouTube has always been to me, for me, in my opinion, right? I kind of use it for the same thing. So the whole reason I wanted to start a channel was for that exact reason, man, to give back. That was actually the driving force of why I decided to start doing this. And I never thought it was going to get to this level. I really didn't. I didn't think people would ever even find the channel, but you know, things happen. And bruh. Now I got a hunger healed so I can eat this. Okay, hold on. And this whole time, man, I've been so blown away about all the love and the support from everybody, man, because I never knew what was going to happen when I started the channel, but regardless of what happened, I promised to keep doing it forever, right? And so that's my promise. And even if people find the videos, even if they don't, I'm always going to be here making them to help, you know, just to provide for people, right? It helps people in different ways, you know, take their mind off the day-to-day stress of being an adult, you know, because I can relate. That's what other people's YouTube videos have done for me, so. Well, that's what's up, and that's, okay, not the house. whatever, at least it's just a bunch of scrubs. Oh, Ditto, get out of here, man. So another thing, too, that I wanted to talk to you guys about, oh yeah, Fake Out hits from 2 tiles away. So today, we're recording this on stream today on July 25th. So today's Saturday, July 25th. In 2 more Saturdays from now, it's going to be August 8th. And that is a relevant day for me because that is the YouTube channel's 1-year anniversary. So I started this channel. I gotta make sure I don't step on any trap tiles here. Let me finish that thought. It's so hard to finish thoughts when you're trying to game the whole time, but okay. So, we've been talking a lot recently about the egg lock, right? We're preparing to start a new playthrough, and we're gonna do an egg lock, my first time ever trying one of those, in Heart Gold, Soul Silver, okay? So the more I thought about it, and this thought just actually occurred to me this morning, that about the 1-year anniversary of the channel, I think what a better time to start the egg lock than 2 Saturdays from now, right? Because we got to start a new playthrough on a weekend so we can get a nice juicy like 2-hour sesh off the bat for part 1. And well, this is a pretty good little room here too. Guess we'll go ahead and eat this. Why not? So what a better time to record part 1 of the egg lock than 2 weeks from today, which will be Saturday, August 8th. And again, I'll reference that again during the recording about how that is the 1-year anniversary of the channel, you know? And so everything that's happened this past year, it's been a crazy ride, man. I genuinely did not expect people to ever even find the channel. I was going to keep uploading and recording videos regardless, on the off chance that people did. And even if a bunch of people found the videos, you know how the internet works, you know? Not everybody's going to like the videos and the content, so I was also kind of halfway expecting a bunch of like negative comments and whatnot, because that's what I hear happens on the internet. I'm not much of an internet connoisseur myself, but okay, here we go. So here's Regiseal's chamber. Now Mew is going to start to spawn, but it's been quite the contrary, man. I've been getting so many comments, just overwhelmingly positive comments, right? And another thing too about it is how everybody is so understanding of my situation, right? Like, I'm not full-time, and I'll never be full-time, well, maybe one day, but let's be realistic, you know, I'm probably never going to be able to do this full-time, so I need to try to trigger a monster house here. So people have been so understanding and patient that I'm trying to do this on top of working a regular 9 to 5, right? So that's one of the things that kind of blown me away the most about it is how everyone has stayed so patient waiting for like the next episode of a certain playlist to come out and whatnot. You provide the bugs? Yeah, that you do, man. No, you guys do. You all help out so much. I'm so thankful for all of it, for real. I really gotta focus in case Mew spawns, though. So it's hard to, like, put the thoughts into words, but I think you guys know what I'm getting at here. Okay, we are still wearing, X-rays. So there's no more rooms with items. We'll go on to the next floor. Let's do this. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Pooh, but it's a great group of people here. Okay, a lot of mons. Gotta pay attention. Blowback. Yep. Who's this? We also gotta watch the spawns here. So there's 2 more. Okay, that was a shrew. I seen you. There's another one. And that's a shed. Okay. So Mew is not here. What up, Brandy? What up? Welcome in, welcome in. We're hunting for Mew again. You know, another weekend, another trip in the Buried Relic. Shocker. I hope you're having a nice weekend so far. Wait, why am I going to the stairs? Hold on. I got excited. There's a lot going on this floor. Mew could be here. Oh, that's right. We only do 1 damage to shed. I do have bite on the moveset, so we could destroy it, but okay, that's not a monster house. So who's this? Shrew. Double shrews. Alright. Apart from that, man, we need to go find a monster house. No! Dude, if this happens right now... Okay. I know I gotta put the Friendbow on. Hey, if Matthew's called this, bro, I'm saying, man. I'm saying. Okay. Let's not be dumb. How do we handle this here? I don't know what's I didn't expect to see it in a monster house, but this is like the best way to see it. Look at the stare. Let's just take a moment and just look at the stare down between Mew and Squirtle. Bruh. Oh, this is like the good vibes, man. I think it's gonna happen. I think it's gonna happen. Okay. Let's put the Friendbow on now so I don't forget. Okay. We'll let Shrew walk towards us, I think. We'll take it out. We gotta pay attention in case Mew transforms, but bro, please, please. I'm so exhausted. I got no gas left in the tank, man. We gotta get this here. We gotta get it. Because I was so close to not streaming today, but this is why you turn on the stream, because you just never know. But it's far from... It's only 34%, something like that, so let's not get too excited. But at least we've seen it, man. This is cool. No. Go away. Bite the shit engine. My heart's actually pounding right now. Like, please, bro. This is for the people right here. Oh, we can actually save Mew for last. This is gonna work out. Please, man, please. No, Sandshrew. Get out of here, bruh. No, Mew, step forward. We're still gonna save it. We're still gonna save it. Let's play this right. No. Dude. Like, I'm actually... I don't know if you guys are sweating, but I'm sweating. This is getting epic. Fight the shed. Destroy the shrew. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Now listen, Mew, okay? Friendbow. Alright. Listen here, my friend. Yeah, no, we have to, we have to. With all due respect, Mew, okay? I did not prepare a speech for this moment, as I did not think we would encounter. I did not think our paths would cross today, but look. Sometimes, there's just things in life that are destiny. Now, I don't know what this means. We're about to find out. But a few other people here, part of Team Turtle, my friends, they had a good feeling about today, alright? So this is not for me. This is not for anybody else of the Pokemon on Team Turtle. But this is for my friends, Mew. We would love to have you as part of Team Turtle. We will take you through Purity Forest, and you're going to have a hell of a time doing it, alright? So with all that being said, we're going to go ahead and drown you out with a surf. I know it's not very polite, but it's for the best, man. It's for the best. Friendbow equipped. Ladies and gentlemen, 34%. You ready? 3, 2, 1. Oh, wait. I had to hit it twice. Come on, man. No way! Yeah. Wait. I gotta hit the button. Hold on. Because I always hit no. Do you want Mew as a member? Yes. Oh my god. I don't care what happens the rest of the day now. No, you guys actually like, yeah, dude. Dude. There's some times in life where I get hit with a curveball and I'm not ready for it, and I don't have something ready to say. You could tell I don't know what to say right now. No, we don't need to give it a nickname. What? Oh, so you don't even, okay. I was like, what just happened? It auto escapes you so that you don't mess it up. Okay. Oh. Isn't there a meme out there where it's like, it's been 10,000 years or whatever? Dude. So they auto kick you out? Because you know me. I'd have taken one step right there, and Mew would have fell through a pitfall trap, man. YouTube! What's going on, man? No shot. Oh my goodness, you guys, we did it. Pokemon number 270. I'll update that in a minute. I don't know what to say right now. And y'all know I talk way too much. I always got something to say. I don't know what to say right now. I have the hiccups from chugging that drink too fast. YouTube. Okay, wait a minute. Let's check off Mew on the tracker. 270. Okay. Then we come back here to OBS. And there's a good lesson in here, right? Because I was talking about before starting the recording how I got nothing left, man. Nothing left in the tank. I'm running on empty. I'm running on fumes right now. But in all seriousness, like, you guys motivated me to turn on the stream today when I didn't want to. Because I know that I don't have the juice to perform, right? I just don't. It's better to let the body recharge and do it right. But you guys motivated me. You give me the extra juice to turn on the stream today, and look what happened, man. Quite a few of you guys were just feeling it. Y'all be having dreams about it too, just like I do. And I can't believe it happened. Thank you guys, truly, because this doesn't happen today without you guys. You understand that, right? I know I'm doing a bad job of explaining it, but like, y'all are the reason that just happened right there. Oh, look at this, dude. Final Island. Bruh. What level was this? Level 40? Woo! Look at those stats, man. Just remember, Purity Force is going to be hard because of Venomoth and Parasect, but what kind of moveset does it come with? Okay, just random stuff. Bro. This is so cool. I know, right? We freaking got Mew, man. Okay. Yeah. I don't even know what to do now. So where's this? The recording's only at 20 minutes. It's been like 25 minutes. That happened really quick. What? I don't even know what floor that was. That's one of those things there where it's like, I don't know what's the term for it, but you can't even like see what's going on around you because there's like such an epic moment happening right in front of you. I don't even know what floor that was. I didn't even know what to say. I wasn't expecting it. Like, that was like, that felt like a dream right there. Yeah, it was definitely tunnel vision. I was so locked in on trying to get that, man. I can't believe it worked. I'm a little wet right now, I ain't gonna lie. That was a pretty sweaty moment. Okay. Oh, we don't, okay. We don't have room. Let's sell him something, see if he's got frustration. Did we just sell the music box? I don't think we need the music box, right? We'll sell Ice Beam, I guess. Was it 39? Damn, that was... I was gonna say, we've only went a couple floors after Registeel. Damn. Okay, no frustration. I know. Thanks, guys. That's gonna conclude part 45 today. Thank you for watching. Just imagine. That'd be hella funny. Alright. Okay, I gotta calm down. Now, get a second Mew, right? Woo! Now, let's not stop the momentum with the pink Pokemons, okay? Let's go ahead and load up, optimize the bag. Let's do some more of these. Let's keep it going here. Let's store. Man, my bad. I should go save the game, huh? I'm just reading all the chat right now. What an epic moment. And this is the whole thing we were talking about the other day about streaming, right? Creating epic moments together that we'll remember forever, right? You guys will look back on this 10 years from now and be like, I was there when we got Mew on Team Turtle, you know? That to me is like the coolest part about doing this whole thing with the streams. We don't need elixirs either with where we're going, but you know what I mean? Like, I know it's a bad job of explaining it, but like, you guys were part of this moment, this epic moment in history that will live forever, because that's the only Mew of this recruit 'em all, right? And you guys got to experience it, man. It's so cool. So cool. Oh, so okay, so we don't need the music box at all. Okay, let's see. So, I'll store it for now. I'm too excited, man. I don't even know what to do anymore. I think we just take out a bunch of huge apples and go after Execute or something. Yeah, we have all the Reggies. We do. That's true. I mean, I'll just keep it. There's no reason to, like, sell it off, but... Oh, that's unfortunate, Ruthie. That's pretty funny. That was pretty cool, though. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Matthew. That's what I'm saying, man. Throw enough punches, you'll eventually land one, right? Step into the batter's box and keep swinging. Eventually, you can swing and miss 100 times, strike out a bunch, but eventually, you know, that ball is going to connect with the bat, and it's going to go over the fence, man. You're going to hit a home run, so that's why you got to keep playing the games. No, I haven't saved yet. I haven't. Unless it... I don't even know if it auto... Let's just go do it again. Talking too fast. My mind's going in different directions. Yeah. Well, I actually already forgot about saving, so if you guys didn't say it again, I was just going to go somewhere else, but... Yeah. Save completed. Okay. We're good. But it's kind of funny, because over the last couple weekends, right, when I've been really tired, so this is the same thing with the Purity Forest Clear with Pelipper. Like, I wasn't even going to stream that day, you know? I want to. You guys know I want to stream every single day. But it's really starting to take a toll on me over these past month and a half. It'll get better. We'll be able to stream a lot more, but it's just tough. There's not enough hours in the day. You guys know the deal. But look, the Purity Forest Pelipper Clear, you guys motivated me to do that, and look what happened. Same thing again today with Mew, man. I appreciate you guys, for real. Okay, what an epic moment, man. Truly. Let's just rip a whole bunch of huge apples. Do we go for the eggs? Where are we going? Good thing about Mew, it doesn't have any issue in Purity Forest. Yeah, that's true. That's going to be fun. I do worry about the defenses, though. I do. Because unless the defenses are absurdly high, we might need, like, a defense scarf from Mew. Because it's super effective damage on the bug-type attacks, right? With Parasect and Venomoth. It's going to be sketchy. Yeah, Nikki, I've had dreams like that before, too. Like, there's something about... It's called, like, peeling back, like the fabric of reality, right? Parallel universes. You know, sometimes you have dreams, like... I've had them, too. Where you wake up from a dream that's so vivid that it felt like it's real. And I'm not kidding, some of my dreams, like, a couple years later, then they've actually come to fruition and been real. So it's like... I'm not saying I'm psychic and I can see the future, but... I've had dreams like that where you wake up like... You're like, whoa, that felt really real, you know? And then it happens in the future. It's crazy. It's crazy how that works, you know? What's up, Loki? Welcome in. I already lost my voice 20 minutes into the stream because we just recruited Mew. Alright, X-rays. There's like 15 huge apples. We're just getting in there. We're going for execute. Yeah, no, isn't that weird how it happens, you know? That is like, it is a thing that happens with dreams. In all kinds of different aspects, right? It's just funny how that works, man. Because it's so true. I'm sure all of us have had stuff like that happen to us. The whole thing with like deja vu as well, you know? Because like you feel like you've been there before. That could be like a parallel universe type thing where you on the other side has experienced it. That's one of my favorite TV shows of all time is called Fringe. And if you guys know about the TV show Fringe, you'll know that's kind of what revolved around that. It's like the whole parallel universe thing. It was a really good show. I think it was like 5 seasons. It's pretty old, but it's good. I have like all the seasons on DVD. Okay. Where is execute? It was the Howling Forest. Why stop now, man? Let's try that once. We're gonna go do the thing, hunger healing on floor 14. That's where the eggs are, but... Oh, I just did that in my head. Like trying to pronounce huge apple while holding my tongue. I feel like I know where that's gonna go. I'll do it anyway, but... It's gonna sound like huge a-hole or something like that, right? Let's try it. Huge apple. Yeah. Sounds like I said a-hole, I think. I read that in my head and I was like, I think I know where this is going, but why not? Yeah, no, I understand that too, Nikki, for real. Alright, let's find the stairs. Let's full send it to floor 14. See if we see the eggs. I still can't believe what just happened. It doesn't seem real. After how many times we've been through that place, it still don't even feel real, man. We finally got Mew. Okay. I think I know who we're trying in Purity Forest next. We'll see, but Mew would be fun to try. I'll make sure it's recording. Yeah, okay. Everything's still good. Alright, execute. Pooch? We already got Pooches, I think. Yeah. I'm pretty sure... I looked over the list last time, but I didn't do it yet today. We have everything in here except execute, I believe. Don't need the Sunseed. No, we have... Well, yeah. I'm still holding Friendbow, but I'm not wearing it. It's just right here. Oh, a Zurill. That's a good call. You're right. This is the 4th floor, too. Thank you, Ruthie. A Zurill seems like a rare spawn in here, by the way. As many times as we come through here, I've only seen it like twice. But I know it is in a different dungeon. Wasn't it on the early floors of like that snowy one? From the main story. Pretty sure that's like the easier way to get a Zurill, because they were spawning everywhere. But you're right, we need all 3 Pokemon from that evolution line. Azurill, Meryl, and Azu. Okay, good stair luck here. Mew about to get boxed for eternity. Yeah, until we take it through Purity Forest. That's the only time you guys are ever going to see Mew again. It's pretty funny. Okay. So, now that Mew also kind of interrupted what I was talking about with the start of the egg lock and the whole 1-year anniversary for the channel. So, circling back around to that real quick. Because again, today's July 25th, so next Saturday, or next weekend will be like, oh look, it's a Shuckle. Will be August 1st and August 2nd, right? So next weekend, I really want to do 2 different Elite Four battles, which of course we're going to be Pokemon Blaze Black and also Pokemon Insurgents. I want to wind those down. We don't have to wind them down before starting the egg lock, but I would like to. It'd be nice to... Again, we'll probably do a little bit of post-game, a couple episodes for each of those playthroughs, but it would be nice, and the plan for next weekend is to beat the Elite Four for both Insurgents and Blaze Black. Oh, a free Reviver, why not? We'll just crank a huge apple. Oh, also one of these. We'll do gummy farming later. So, right now that's the plan for next weekend, right? August 1st, August 2nd, next weekend. We do both of those Elite Fours and at least reach the apex of those playthroughs, right? Get that out the way. And then the following weekend, on Saturday, August 8th, because that will be the day, the 1-year anniversary of the YouTube channel. That's when we start the egg lock. And also, right, I was kind of talking about the other game I wanted to start alongside the egg lock after we wind down Insurgents and Blaze Black. For another start of a Pokemon playthrough, I really want to do Blazing Emerald, which I think is a very good version of Hoenn. I played it a little bit back in the day and I had fun, but I want to do it start to finish now. So, in a way, that playthrough will also be symbolic if we start it on Saturday as well, because when I started my YouTube channel, right, a year ago, the first thing I ever uploaded was a playthrough in Hoenn, right? Of just vanilla ROM of Emerald, but it was slightly different because it was national dex. So, like, a lot more Pokemon spawned in the wild. Okay, it didn't confuse me, thankfully. So, I was also thinking about it in a way that would be kind of cool, right? If on the 1-year anniversary of the channel and the first ever upload in the Hoenn region, if we started, don't use Psybeam again. If we started Pokemon Blazing Emerald, I think you guys are going to like that one. I might as well pick this up too. Use another apple. Okay, it must be in the middle then. That's wonderful. Of course you go for Uproar. So again, for now, that's just kind of my thoughts. 95% likely that's what we're going to do, but that'll be the plan for the next 2 playthroughs after Insurgents and Blaze Black. And you know, if all goes according to plan, I think that'll work out kind of nicely. You know, Hoenn is my favorite region of all time. Going forward forever on the channel, I kind of want to visit Hoenn once a year. Make sure I don't go past 14, so this will be a good idea, Blazing Emerald for year 2 of Hoenn, right? And then in 2027, we can do Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. Figure out something to do in there. I think that'd be kind of fun. What is this? Rest? Nah. Why is Grumpig trying to use Psybeam through the wall? Are you good, bro? Now he can hit me with it. Oh, look, it's another Pidgey. Remember how we had to come find that? That'd be funny if it would have tried to join. Alright, here's the stairs. Houndoom's stuck behind the little puddle. He's also confused, but... Okay, here we go. Floor 14 for the eggs. Let's go find a little spot to hunger heal. Here's Snorlax again. I think bro tried to join last time and I wasn't even wearing the friend bow. It's always funny to see Snorlax in here, but I can never see the eggs. So let's do the thing with hunger healing to make more Pokemon spawn in here. Oh yeah, so going back to the egg lock too, I did look at all your guys' things this morning. Dude. Piss off, Grumpig. You guys had some really fire submissions, but I realized that I forgot to say in the instructions about if you wanted to do like natures, movesets, all that stuff. I totally forgot about that. So I seen like Nikki was doing it. I think Stilly had some in there. Like specifying gender, natures, you know, even movesets. There was a couple other moveset suggestions too, so that was my bad for not saying that. But correct me if I'm wrong, I think you guys can go back and just edit whatever messages you put in there, right? You can just edit it if you want to after the fact. Pretty sure it should work that way with Discord. But if not, you know, you can always, or like, even if you can't edit your message, you could always reply to it, right? That would also probably work. Here's another huge apple. Well, yeah, okay, so that's what I was thinking too, Nikki. Also, somebody put a submission without the OT. Oh, it was you, Pooh Butt. You didn't use an OT name, but I'll probably just put that. Unless, but now that you're here, if you're hearing this, go ahead and suggest whatever you want. 7 character limit, I believe, for the username. I mean, the original trainer name on the Pokemon themselves. But yeah, if you guys forget to do any of that stuff, I'll go ahead and add it. Like, I'll do the natures, I'll do the movesets. But feel free to make suggestions, you know? Yeah, no, exactly. It's 7 letters. I was looking at it earlier. I was like, I could do PB Sawyer, but I was like, no, that's 8 letters. No, the egg locks, it's going to be so lit, bro. So fun. Alright, let's go walk, speaking of egg lock, let's go walk around and look for the eggs here. Just allow dread. But yeah, so don't worry about it, Nikki. If you guys leave it blank for natures and moves, I'll definitely do it. Okay, okay. I hear you, bro. Right, Ruthie? It's crazy to think that Execute is harder to get than Mew. This is pretty funny. That is absolutely facts. What was Chunsoft trying to cook up with this game? I don't get it, man. I mean, the good news is this still, at the end of the day, will be easier than Mew because, well, we need 2 of them, which is hard, but we only have to go to floor 14, right? Mew could have been anywhere to floor 99, which is what made that so miserable. This is definitely annoying, but nowhere near as bad. I really don't even have to eat another Gonna stand here and gatekeep this. That would have been funny too if you guys put like if T-Pair would have put you know, string shot growl harden on all his bugs. Yeah, that would have made it a little difficult, but also would have made it more fun. You put meta Pokemon? Yeah, no you didn't. No bug is ever considered meta. Unless it's Scizor. About it, buddy. Or Volk, sorry. But Volcarona ain't in Gen 4. Who's this up here? Loudred. Alright, another pig. I'm trying to like monitor chat, but also not miss out on execute. I wouldn't be surprised if I already KO'd one. I wasn't even really paying attention. No matter what happens the rest of this episode, we got Mew. And no matter who we recruit, you already know Mew's going in the thumbnail. Unless I already used it earlier in the playthrough, but I don't think I did. Okay. I guess it's time to head out of here. Because again, even though we're on to part 45, I've never repeated a single Pokemon in the thumbnail. 2 Snorlax in one trip is crazy. So like even though when we finally got Raikou, you know, even though I haven't released that YouTube video yet, I made the thumbnail, but I still got to finish everything else on it. And I put Weeping Bell as okay. There's no execute. Damn, man. The thumbnail's done, and I put Weeping Bell, even though we got Raikou, right? You should put Raikou in the thumbnail, but I used it earlier in the YouTube playlist when we first went to Lightning Field, so. Alright, let's get out of here. Pear's team, Weedle, Caterpie, Wurmple. Yeah, that's about right. I could see it. No, well, I did see it, but I forgot what he said. It was pretty close to that, though. Also, too, Nikki, now I kind of see about what you guys were talking about with evolutions and in terms of, like, baby Pokemon. So, I don't know, because technically, yes, I'm going to hack the eggs, so they could theoretically be anything, but I've never done that before, so I don't know if we can have them hatch as fully evolved Mons. Alright, Jamie. Have a great rest of your night, my friend. Mew has not been used for a thumbnail? Dope. Okay. Because I know I've talked about the I put Mew in the title and like Buried Relic a couple times, but I must have used other Pokemon as the PNGs. Okay, perfect. Where was I headed with that though before I got distracted? I think we were talking about Pear's team, but anyway. Let's go ahead and check this. Oh yeah, we don't have room. Okay, fine. I'll go deposit that gummy and then we'll check for items here. Let's store this. Oh, we got a few revivers. Not bad. You know what? Let's actually keep another reviver with us. Let's go after Feebas and Magikarp. How about that? I think that's a decent idea. So again, we're going to need these apples for hunger healing. I think we might need Waterfall though, right? Let me make sure. Let me go to the website here and make sure that they were they actually in Waterfall Pond? I'm pretty sure that's what it was called. Waterfall Pond. Yeah. Magikarp floors 7 to 11, Feebas 16 to 19, and it's only 20 floors. Okay. Pretty sure we need Waterfall for this. Well, I guess if I have the webpage open, just look. Yeah. Waterfall HM. Okay. Oh, that was the train of thought that I lost. Hatching the egg. So, I don't know if you can hatch the Mons in their fully evoed form, or do we have to hatch them as babies? Because theoretically, since I'm hacking the eggs, I could do it as a Dawn fan, right? But does that work? Or will the game still hatch it as a fan fee? I don't know. Right. So there was a few other people doing that though with like fully evoed Mons. So like full disclosure, I might have to hatch them as babies. I don't know. I'll have to read up about that, you know, before we start the playthrough. It's gonna be so fun though. I can't wait for that. Because like out of all your guys' Pokemon, right? Who are gonna be the 6 Pokemon that we use to fight Faulkner, right? It could be anybody's. It could be 3 of Paris Pokemon plus, you know, 1 of Nikki's. It could be all 6 of one. You know, there might be some of you guys that, because I'm gonna take the eggs out at random. There'll definitely be some of your Pokemon. We'll get to them eventually in the playthrough probably, because that's just how it'll work. But it might be like halfway through the playthrough until we pull Jazzy's first egg, for example, right? So that's where the randomness is really gonna be fun. Okay, for fully evolved Mons, can we put the base Mon in PKX and swap it? Oh, yeah. Yes, that's a very good idea, Jez. Right, if somebody wants Gengar, I think somebody might have put Ghastly, actually. But if somebody wants Gengar and Machamp, stuff like that. Right. So what I would do in that instance is like, say for example, we hatched a Ghastly egg. What we could do is like evolve it all the way to Haunter, and then just kind of play with Haunter throughout the rest of the episode. And then in between recordings, what I'll do is I'll go back to PKX and just change the Haunter into a Gengar. And then when we come back for the subsequent episode after that, boom, we just have a Gengar, right? I think that's how I'd have to play it. Waterfall Pond. So that'll work. Alright. We're going to 7 to 11. I don't know why I'm taking this path instead of the one right there, but I make my own path, man. I love Mudkip. We already got all these guys, though. A universal randomizer. Trade Evo's at 40. That's true. We could probably fudge it that way. That'd be more complicated to set up, but it would definitely work. Whereas the thing about PK Hex, like, so even though I'll be playing it on an emulator, you can't go into PK Hex and edit your save file while playing the game. It doesn't work like that. So we could still do it like on stream. But what I would have to do is like for the YouTube side of things after the fact, I'd have to like fade it out and fade it in, because what I would have to do on stream is save the game, close the emulator, so the save file's not open, right? And then, Belly Drum Polyrag's crazy. And like, then we can open up PK Hex on stream and you guys can see how I would change like a Haunter into a Gengar. It would take a minute. It's really quick to do, but then after the fact, right, then after closing PK Hex, we'd have to boot Heart Gold Soul Silver back up and then resume the adventure. And then I'll do the thing like, and we're back, you know? But for YouTube, they wouldn't have to, for the YouTube video after the fact, they wouldn't have to see all that. And it would fade out and then fade in. Boom. Haunter evolved into Gengar, just like that. So that's possible, too. Oh, you put Gengar and Machamp in, like, one of the Poly Evos? Okay, perfect. I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure I saw a Ghastly in there. I remember that. 7 to 11 for Magikarp. Okay. Alright, no stairs here. Yeah, the universal randomizers. So that is how I set up the, I think it was like Point Crow's universal randomizer, I believe. It was some like famous YouTuber that has like a universal map randomizer slash warp randomizer, something like that. I think it was Point Crow. And, that's how we did the map randomizer for Pokemon Platinum. So I do have, like, I'm familiar with the process. But again, I am kind of a potato. I'm not the best with technology, so we could do it, but it would definitely take a little bit of setup. That's all. Because I would probably get confused and like mess it up a couple times before I got it right, type thing. So that is, I think it's next one, Ruthie. The website says floor 7 to 11, but could be floor 6. We're almost there, we're almost there. For Magic Carp. Who knows, though, because there's a lot of wrong information on the Mystery Dungeon wiki. Okay, I guess we'll check over there, but... Oh, it's Toto. Oh, not Surskit. I used Surskit in the thumbnail in this playlist at one point. That's how down bad we were for that episode. I think it's because we were hunting Mons in here and we never found Feebas or Magic Carp. So I had to put Surskit in the thumbnail. Okay, here we go. Now we're on floor 7. Oh yeah, Corefish? Here, hold this. I guess we can eat these for a little bit of hunger, but I don't want a hunger heal in this room. It's too big. I want to grab the items so the wild Pokemon don't step on them, because that will, like, delay the hunger healing, because it has to flash the text. Alright, Carp. Where you at, little buddy? These big rooms are not great either. This could work. Spawn in some more. Yeah, see, this Totodile's too close, so it interrupts the, again, what I call hunger healing, which is just standing in place and speeding up the game, basically. This isn't bad, because there's no, like, hallways or rooms right next door on screen. And now there's a lot of Pokemon here. I know, for some reason I also thought it was Water Dark Mega Gator. You ain't the only one, Nikki. Oh, and Polished Crystal? Maybe that's what we were thinking of. What are these percentages, by the way? Magikarp is 9.2. Dude, even with the big percentages, we still struggle to get these recruits. We seen that last time, right? And again, add 34% because of being level 100 plus having Friend Bow. So Magikarp is really, I'll just round it up and call it 45%. It's a little bit under that, but to swing and miss so many times at Mons that are between 40 to 50% chance to recruit is just crazy. And it's always the Mons we want, you know, like the ones that we don't need, they try to join even while we're not wearing Friend Bow. It's just classic. Okay. Surskit's just ripping bubbles into that Totodile. Pretty funny. Fortunately, there's no Carps though. This is still like a bad room to be in though. Especially with all these mons that got bubble. Alright. I kind of like that top corner. See, these mons are trying to join left and right. I like this top corner better. We could also move on to another floor because Carp's here from 7 to 11, so it's going to be here for a while. But I want to maximize this opportunity while we can. Because we're going to get blown off the floor eventually, right? So we might as well... Alright, buddy. We might as well get it here while we can. If we can. But take advantage of these floors. Because it would be nice not to have to come back anymore. After we get Feebas and Carp. That's a lot of Pokemon, by the way. While I'm doing this, I'll also try to look at the webpage to see if we need anybody else. Well, I have the webpage of the dungeon and the team tracker, like on the same monitor. So I'll see if there's anybody else we need out of here, but I think we're good. Besides the two fishy boys. So Totodile... Oh, it's doing the thing again with my X-ray specs. It was actually a Crawdaunt that knocked him off a long time ago in this playthrough, and I wasn't paying attention. So, For Alligator's Evo line, we're done. Same with the Mudkip line, we just haven't evolved them all yet. Corphish and Crawdaunt. Trying to make sure I don't mess up a Magikarp thing here. Surskit. Okay, we have Surskit and Masquerain. No. It's Hunger Heal a little bit more. I think we're good besides Feebas and Magikarp. Squirtles are in this dungeon too, but we're done with that Evo line. Yeah, I think we're good. Poliwag, no, I don't have Politoed yet, but I still have an extra Wag, so we're good. It's just Feebas and Magikarp. Oh, you're right. Remoraid is well, but I think we can recruit Mantine straight up. Because Remoraid evolves into Octillery, but that's the whole thing with like from Mantike to Mantine, you gotta have the Remoraid. And the thing is, no, not this dungeon, Ruthie, because the version exclusive is Magikarp and Feebas in this one. I'll move on to the next floor. Mantine's got to be in a different dungeon, but hello, cousin. But because Mantike is I'm just gonna Hunger Heal in here. Mantike's Gen 4, right? Exactly. So it doesn't exist yet. So we don't have to worry about that tricky Evo. We will have to evolve. We don't even have Remoraid. So we'll need 2 Remoraids, one to evolve into Octillery. And then Mantine we just recruit straight up. It's a turtle party in here. Look at these guys. So I wonder, but that would exist, Nikki, in the other game, right? Explorers, because that's Gen 4. Oh, look at that! Look at the text. Magikarp picked up 194 coins. Okay, there's at least one on the floor. Let's go find it. Just eat the Oranberry. I'll put on Friend Bow when I get there, but... Okay, well, they're all... There's the carp. Here we go. You know, I'm about to throw a stick at the other guy before we have to deal with slowing effect on Bubble Beam. Should have already had the carps and the Feebas, right? We said no to one of the recruits. I think we also got 2 of them got KO'd. A Magikarp and a Feebas. They got KO'd by like a Quagsire and a Wishcash, respectively. Oh, let's deal with this guy first. We'll save the derpy little fish boy for the end. I'll just do it now. He got right in the way of the Corphish, but what do you say, Magikarp? We already got one of you on the squad. And look, man, if you believe in Team Turtle, I will take you, this specific Magikarp. This will become our Gyarados. But it's up to you, my friend. What do you say, little floppy boy? You want to be part of Team Turtle? Okay. We'll wait for the next one then. That was unfortunate. One day we could try a EV Expo game. Interesting. I'm listening. So short fan games that were made in a week. Okay. Yeah. Other quick games are gonna be good. Because the way we do the playthroughs right now, right? They take 3 months to get through. Because we stream every game like once a week. Because we're doing 5-6 games at a time. So it's you know, so unfortunately it takes a long time to get through all these games, which is not the way you're supposed to do it. YouTube doesn't like that. The people want the videos right now. But you know, I'm gonna do it my own way. I told you guys I don't read the streamer handbook. Let's see if we can get another. You know what's another cool one? I watched Picaspery play there was like a Pokemon horror game that was made in RPG Maker. It was called like, there was like 3 of them, like Dusk, Dawn, and another one. those looked really weird, but they were a good watch. Nightmare Invasion, yeah. So yeah, doing some one-off stuff like that would be cool too. I have so many plans for the future, and I'm so excited to get to all this stuff, but it's just going to be at a lot slower pace, you know? We'll bang them out as quick as we can. Lost Silver? That sounds interesting, too. Alright, we won't even give any speeches to the other Carps and Feebas that we see. We'll just try to get them. Can leave that core fish alone. I'll probably leave after we clear all the mons here, but there's something called Escape from Lavender Town. Another fan game called Farfetch'd Story. Wait, what? I'd be super interested on that one. I still think I was also looking at all the different playlists on the YouTube channel this morning, just to kind of see like how many we've completed, and I think out of all the games we played, especially like fan games and whatnot, I think the most fun I had playing a game was actually Jazzy's suggestion about the Team Rocket game. I don't know what it was about that game, but it was so fun. It was so different, so weird. And I can't wait to get to more stuff like this in the future, right? Like everything you guys are just talking about right there. Those feel like they're in the same realm, but we can't even like pick this up. We'll just have to do this. Put them on. Okay. Yeah, see, that's why we have that Discord channel about like ROMs and hacks and fan games or whatever. I'm gonna have to like repost my list now, but because again, we talk about these good things all the time, and I want you guys to be able to post them there because I'll forget about all that stuff. This is too much to remember. Right, you talking about the other one with that had multiple regions involved, yeah. Like, I have plans to get to all this stuff in the future, you know? But it'll be a few years, and that's why it's good to keep, like, a running list in Discord, you know? I think I still have that list on my computer, so I could get that reposted there, but let's also do one of these huge apples. Okay, here's another Toto. Let's go around and collect the items real quick. Yeah, I do remember you guys talking about the other Team Rocket one. Because we had to wait for translation, right? I know, Matthews. There's so many of them. That's what's exciting, though, bro. You know? Eat the warp seed. Who's this mon over here? Okay, it's Toto. Pick up the items, and then we'll start hunger healing for a carp. Feebas 16 to 19. Okay. Core fish with those coins. Another warp seed. Sure. Now this would be a great place to have the one room orb, although I don't know how efficient it'd be to hunger heal with a one room orb. We can hunger heal in this hallway. It's not bad. It's actually not a good one. It keeps slowing down my input. Polyhoral? No, yeah, we don't need anything out of here. What's up, Zogo? How you doing, bro? Welcome in, welcome in. We got the legendary pink cat, man. Epic moment today. Yeah, see, if Amon enters the room on the right, then it's going to slow it down. So I could probably do it here. Be perfect here if I didn't have to deal with both those hallways, but it's tempting to say no to all these Squirtles, but we don't need them anymore. Alright, we just passed like the 1 hour mark in the recording. That's not bad. Oh, in Borderlands? Yeah, sorry, I missed that comment, Nikki. I just seen it right now. Yeah, that too. Like, not just Pokemon, but all the other stuff that we talked about too for other games. I I think I'm gonna make an executive decision and make the call about doing Crash Bandicoot after after we finish Donkey Kong. These green crystals look weird. Crash Bandicoot's where it all started for me, man. That was like the first game I got. My parents got me a PlayStation 1 back in the day, and it came with the original Crash Bandicoot. I was hooked ever since, man. And then, you know, when I got that Game Boy with the Pokemon Blue version, oh baby, that changed my life forever, man. I had so much fun smoking everybody with Blastoise back in the day. All the kids in the neighborhood with their Charizards, man, they didn't have a chance. I smoked everybody. We're gonna have to put something down to pick up the X-rays again. So those are like my two OGs, right? Pokemon Blue, and Crash Bandicoot 1. I must be wearing the X-rays, but we KO'd all the enemies. Yeah, okay, there's more Mons now. Why are they all in that corner over there? So after we get, in terms of like other playthroughs besides Pokemon. Now, of course, I'll be doing all the Crash Bandicoot games, right? But we'll just start with the first one. That'll probably be like 3-4 streams. There's not that many levels, and I'm the GOAT when it comes to Crash Bandicoot, so we'll get through that one quickly after Donkey Kong. And then I really do want to squeeze in some kind of Zelda game before we do Banjo-Kazooie in October. But a lot of Zelda games take a while to get through, but Spyro 2 is your first ever game. Oh, I love hearing about all this stuff, too. Your first game was Mortal Kombat on OG PlayStation. Let's go, dude. That's a good one. That's a good one. Super Mario Bros. Yep. Wait a minute. Your first video game was Super Mario Bros. And now you grew up to be a plumber? Did you get inspiration from Mario and Luigi? The lore kind of checks out there, Zogo. I think we got you, bro. You were so inspired by your Super Mario playthrough as your first ever video game that you grew up to be Mario. That's crazy, bro. I just realized that. Yeah, right, Matthews. We're still gonna finish the Spyro series. It's gonna be the same when we start Crash Bandicoot. We still gotta finish Jak and Daxter. We only did the first one of that, too. Where's this floppy fish at, man? Might test our luck on the next floor. Squirtle's being cringe here. Oh wait, and then now I see your guys' first game's about Bug's Life. So you and Jazz. Yeah, that also makes sense for you, Pear. A Bug's Life. Why you turned out the way you did. Alright. We still got a couple more chances here to find, will you stop doing that, bro? We still have floors 10 and 11 to try to find carp. Just eat an apple so I can pick these back up. I don't like Corefish's moveset. He got Bubble Beam to slow you down. Got Knock Off to get rid of your item. Kind of annoying. Oh, this is a great room to Hunger Heal, by the way. I'm gonna do it. The Bugs Life game is actually a pretty good platformer. Okay. Hey, add it to the list, man. Add it to the list. You see what I mean about picking up items? Because it just said the message about Totodile stepping on Geopebbles like 8 times in a row. It's still going off. We need to go... We need to go find Totodile, but none of that matters if Floppy Boy wants to join here. Come here. You gotta be kidding me with this game, right? Dang it. I need to go pick up those pebbles, though. Totodile stepped on them pebbles like 10 times at this point. Oh, we saw another carp, dude. 0 for 2, and it's like a 45% ballpark. Right, here's the Totodile. He couldn't pick up the Geopebbles because he got a different item. Never mind, that was not him, it's this one. Pick up the rocks, and then eat the Warp Seed. That way nobody else picks it up. Okay, well, actually, Hunger Healing in here is not bad either. Need another carp, man. 0 for 2 on the carps. You hate to see it. A lot of Pokemons, though. Come here, Corphish. Cheese boy, what's up, man? Welcome in, welcome in. How you doing today? We're out here hunting for magic carps and Feebas. A little tedious process, but you know the vibes. A lot of turtles. I'm about to make a little access point here, because whatever Pokemon kept walking into that corner was stopping my speed up here. I'm chilling, bro. I'm chilling. I'm doing all right. In terms of this game, I'm doing fantastic because we just recruited Mew, and chat was here for the epic moment right there. Big day for Team Turtle. These guys are getting so annoying. Just bubble beamed each other. Gotta love it. All right, bro. Crawdad's driving me nuts. That's right, a win for Team Turtle. We take those. Would be nice to get a few more Pokemon today. Another reason why I almost did not start the, another reason why I started the stream late and wasn't even going to start it at all, is because I didn't have any Pokemon prepared to evolve, right? You guys know that in between the episodes, right, we talk about all the time how I'll be using Joy Seeds to try to level up stuff and get them ready to evolve. I didn't have time this morning. So that's why I was like, dude, I want to play PMD really bad, do like another long sesh. But in my head, I was like, if we don't get Mew, like I got nobody else ready to evolve. So I wasn't sure, you know. Yeah, we up to 270 now. It's not bad. Right now we're recording part 45 live. I think on YouTube, I still might have only up to be like we're up to like part 41 or 42. So I still need time to get all this other stuff rendered and uploaded to YouTube and all that. This is kind of a glimpse into the future type thing. This video that we're recording now, I probably won't have time for another 2 weeks from now to get it uploaded. I'm going as fast as I can, but... Alright, I'm going to move on to floor 11, and we'll see if we can get a carp there on the last floor. If not, we go all the way for Feebas on 16 to 19. But again, no matter what happens here, we got the Mew. That's all that matters today. We need more. We need more, though. Hashtag never satisfied. Hashtag always hungry. Alright, we need more. Actually, this is a great place to hunger heal. Let's do it. I broke down a wall and now the Pokemon are stuck in an endless loop. At least we could watch them in the merry-go-round. Let's see if a fourth one enters. Oh, I think Poliwhirl saw me. It made Squirtle leave. It was working there for a second, but... like, for some reason the game kind of breaks. When you break down a wall you shouldn't. Then it causes them to, like, be stuck in an endless loop for some reason. It's really weird. Let's eat another huge apple here. Is you doing one of those tile puzzles? That's like me when I do the ice physics puzzles. Okay, somebody else is stuck in the loop now. Now there's 2 Mons in there. Let's take a look. Who is it? Oh, Corphish found his way out. But the other Corphish in the Poliwhirl just be going around in circles here. Look at these guys. Yeah, exactly. It like breaks their program path, and for some reason when Poliwrath goes for Rain Dance, it like also recorrects their course. It's pretty funny. Okay, last chance to get Carp in this dungeon on this day, but if we don't get it, we'll be back. So we ain't stopping until we get them all, man. Gotta catch them all. Which, this will be like my first time ever filling up a Pokédex. Since you guys know me, that's not why I play Mons. A couple whirls. Let's go grab this last item here. Okay. Right, dude, in the walls? We could try, huh? I don't know how I'd go about that, but... No, this isn't a big enough chunk of the wall. That's the best I could do for a D. That is a good idea, but... We would need a room where it's all, it's like all hallways or whatever, with a bunch of walls that we can bite through. That was hella funny. That was a good idea. Alright, Mr. Carp. Getting kind of tired of looking for this thing now. That's how a lot of this game is, though. Some tedious hunts for the rare spawns. This is why getting lucky feels really good, man. Like we did today. Let's head back up here till I get kicked off the floor. Make some more mons spawn in. Okay, that's a lot of red dots there. Make a Squirtle army, we could. We could, and then once I see a carp, just like send one of them home. Alright, here we go. Oh, I hit the wrong button. I'm so autopilot hitting no. I was gonna accept that one, but whatever. That was a good idea too. No, we don't like corfish. Also, speaking of ice puzzles, that made me think of something else. So, another time we will go back to Hoenn in the future with all these Hoenn playthroughs that I want to do. Mentioned it a few times, but I'll say it again. Pokemon Emerald Slide. Pretty funny. Like, the entire overworld map is one gigantic ice puzzle. So it's very hard to find your way inside of any particular building. Like, it might take us 45 minutes to find our way into Roxanne's gym, because we'll just be sliding all over Rustboro City. So that's going to be a hilarious playthrough as well. It's a good one. Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire, but I really do want to do Blazing Emerald next. Alright, this is probably our last chance to spawn in a carp, as we're going to get blown out of the floor here soon. And then we'll just go after Feebas. I know, I'm going to hate it too, playing Emerald Slide. But that's why I'm going to do it, is for you guys, because you're going to laugh at how confused I get. Because see, like slide physics puzzles are fun, because you guys at home can look at the TV, and like with your finger be like, if dude just slides left, down, right, and then back up, he'll make it in there, right? Like you guys will be able to see the path, and I'm going to be like, left, right, no, if I go down, then left, and then up. And it's funny, because then, like, you guys will be screaming at the TV, like, how do you not know the solution to this puzzle? But I'm going to be like, I'm going to look like slow bro, you know? Just have that derpy look on my face, not being able to figure it out. It's going to be hilarious. It's going to be torture for me, but hilarious for you guys. So that's why we're going to do Emerald Slide. As you can tell, I like to embarrass myself and put myself through the torture. It's fun. Alright, we gotta start heading to the stairs, but I just want to see if any of these were a carp, and they are not. Okay. Feebas, here we come, man. That is true, Jazzy. And that's why, you know, that's why I want to do that, right? You always gotta do stuff that you're not good at, right? It helps you become more well-rounded. And that's one way to look at it. That's honestly how I was thinking about it, too. Trying to get better at ice puzzles, but... Wireless, providing entertainment for everybody. As I struggle through the puzzles. Alright. Now, these next few floors we're just going through quickly because we need to get to where Feebas starts spawning. 16 to 19. And again, in terms of evolutions, we're not going to be able to do any of those today because I don't got nobody ready to evolve. I mean, we could always use Joyseeds live on camera, but that's kind of tedious. It's just a slow and cumbersome process, and I feel like nobody's going to want to watch that, so we'll try to hunt a Feebas here. We're approaching the hour-and-a-half mark, so that's pretty good. But we're going to go through a couple more dungeons. Ruthie wants to see some more Iggly buffs, so we need to get the rest of that family, and then I'll go ahead and like feed Iggly buff and Togepi and other mons like that, like a bunch of gummies in between the recordings, and then we can start evolving some of them next time. So you used to play what competitively? L4D2? What in the heck does that mean? I don't even know what game that is. Interesting. Oh, okay, Left 4 Dead. That was kind of what I was wondering. That was like the only thing that popped into my head, and I was like, if that's not what she means, I'm not sure then. Alright, here we are with Feebas. Floors 16 to 19. Let's go grab the items and start hunger healing a little bit. Great, we got Mud Sport guys in here. Alright, the Oranberry we'll eat. Coins we grab. Warp Seed, sure, I'm going to use it, but we'll grab this first. There's also a Warp Tile. Okay, we just randomly warp and then land right into a fake out. What the heck was that about? Okay, what's a good spot to hunger heal? Maybe here? No, it stops the input when Lombre got too close. Probably, yeah, that's not working for the hunger heal. Let's go bottom left. Probably a better spot. Quag? Go away, man. I forgot how tedious this hunt was too, man. We spent probably like 3-4 episodes quite a while back trying to do this thing with Feebas and Magikarp. This is very tedious to do. Not the slam. Come here, Mr. Quag. There's Lombre yelling at us here. That's wonderful. Wish Cash, we don't like you either. Okay. A lot of Pokemon. Let's see if we can spawn in a couple more and then we might start walking around a little bit. I mean, it is easier to let them come to me. The issue is if they don't. There's only a certain number of mons that can, like, be active on the floor at once, I'm pretty sure. I don't know that to be factual, but it makes sense. So that's why I walk around and clear them sometimes. Who's this? A Sleeping Cash? Fake Out's kind of a funny move. It can hit 2 tiles away and it also does stall you for like a turn. Interesting. Poliwrath out. Okay, not the Hypnosis, bro. Poliwrath was kind of confused, running around in circles. Alright, so now that we have Mew, by the way, there is only 2 legendaries left that we do not have. I was trying to confirm that real quick, but looking over the list, right, we have the 5 legendaries from Gen 1, Mew, Mewtwo, and the 3 birds. We have them all. So that's 5 for 5 out of Kanto. In Johto, we are 6 for 6 on legendaries. The 3 roaming beasts. alongside Lugia, Ho-Oh, and Celebi. So we got all 6 Johto legendaries. And then as it pertains to Hoenn, there's quite a bit, right? The 3 Regis, we got them all. Latios, we got those. And then Kyogre, Groudon, we only have Kyogre. And then the last 3, Rayquaza, Jirachi, and Deoxys, so we don't have Jirachi either. So out of every single legendary Pokemon in the game, we're only missing 2. Hold that thought. It's just Groudon and Jirachi. Last 2 we need. I think we have every other legendary though. Wait a minute. How about you, Mr. Fish? Look, if you join Team Turtle, I'm gonna take all the Kelpsy berries in my bag that don't exist yet, but just pretend they do. Okay? Kelpsy berries are the best thing to farm on that little water route just north of Rustboro City, right? If you know, you surf up there. Grab the Kelpsy berries. Then we head over, we put them in the Pokeblock blender, and we gonna make some of those blue little poffins or whatever they're called. Max out Feebas' beauty stat in Pokemon Emerald and evolve it to Melodic. Go win the beauty contest. So what do you say, Feebas? You join Team Turtle? I promise you all the Kelpsy berry poffins your heart could ever desire. Let's do this. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Yes. Let me hit the yes before I start getting excited. Okay, no nickname. Alright. Because the first Feebas we got, we already evolved it into a Melodic. Technically, Feebas does, well, not technically, it does count as Pokemon number 271. Because we had Melodic, but no Feebas. Now we got the Bass. And now we're up to 271. Okay. And with that, we're also escape orbing out of here. I do have 2 Reviver Seeds. I could find my way out on floor 20, but what is the point, man? I don't want to lose this Feebas again. Okay. We do have to come back for a Magikarp at some point, but whatever. It is what it is. Yeah, the Pokeblocks in Gen 3. Yeah, so we have Deoxys. We could do Groudon. We could do Groudon today. I'm pretty sure that's the only 2 legendaries, though. It's just, well, it is. Unless I'm missing somebody else, but there's 5 in Gen 1, 6 in Gen 2. Jeez, how many in Gen 7? The 3 Regis, the 2 Eons, Weather Trio with Groudon, Kyogre, Ray, and then Jirachi and Deoxys. So 10. 10 for Hoenn. We have 8 out of 10. But 6 for 6 in Johto and 5 for 5 in Kanto, so... Okay, I'm down for Groudon. We could do that again. We need to get another Onix anyway. So why not? And, of course, Groudon we did already use in the thumbnail as it pertains to the main story. So even if we get Groudon today, I was never going to use Groudon in another thumbnail anyway, so getting Groudon today is fine, as we're still using Mew in the thumbnail for this. So that works. Gen 7? Oh, did I say Gen... Yeah. I be saying a lot of random stuff when I'm playing. I can't multitask, so... I don't even think about what... I'm thinking about playing the game and I just be saying random things. I probably said Gen 7. Whatever. Okay, store. What do we not need here? We don't need Waterfall. I'll grab an escape just in case, but realistically we don't need that either. We really don't need anything. We're just kind of full sending it to Groudon, right? No, I have not used Purple Kecleon as a thumbnail. I haven't used Kecleon at all as a thumbnail yet because I'm saving it for the episode when we finally do recruit it. We could put them both in there. Like, once we finally get Kecleon, I could put the green one, the purple one. I'll probably put, like, 10,000 green ones. That's probably how many encounters it's going to take. That's going to be a crazy episode when we go do that. Have we recruited the Onion? What, are you talking about Celebi? Yeah, because it's the first time you clear Purity Forest, you get it for free, basically. And it's the only way to get Celebi. I'm assuming that's what you mean with the Onion. Alright, we'll put the x-rays back on when we get in there. I guess we can grab an escape, but we really don't need one. You never know, you never know. Still got 21 in the box. It's not bad. Alright, let's go do another Groudon attempt. I think bro has negative 10% base. So therefore, it's only like a 34% chance to join. And the Crouton is in the Magma Cavern, right? Magma Cavern. Right. Yeah, I forgot Combi was a legendary too. We'll get that in Explorer's pair, but I know what you meant. But it's not it. I see what you said. It's not even in this gen, but that's true. Hey, because Lucario's not in Gen 3, but it's part of this game, right? They got Lucario rank, all that good stuff. So I think Combi's actually 387, right? It's like the final boss of the game. That's right, that's right. We'll get it, we'll get it. Now here we are going to, I think Groudon's like technically around 25 or 26, but we just did this the other day. It's like 23 floors until you get to the Kangaskhan rest area. So we need to get an Onyx before we get there. I don't even care about the spikes. We get an Onyx before the rest area. We leave Onyx behind at the rest area and send it packing. Because it has a 4 body size and so does Groudon. So if we wandered into Groudon's house with Onyx alongside us, 0% chance to recruit Groudon because it would exceed the body limit size, combined body limit size of 6 for the whole party. I'll grab this. I was gonna go check that TM, but I don't want to deal with fighting those Nidokings. Ooh, yeah, how does Arceus work in Explorers? I didn't even think about that. To be honest though, like we kind of talked about before, I don't think I'm gonna... I don't know what to do for the Explorers thing. Do we do a Recruit 'em All playthrough? I don't think we should. I think we just play it for the story mode and just enjoy that. Because this is very, very tedious, and it's only gonna get worse with a larger selection of Mons. I'll go ahead and accept the burn, take the shortcut. Nice. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think we do it. I think we just have fun and enjoy Explorers. We'll have to see what the consensus is. I don't know if... You know, I know Nikki's got experience with Explorers. I don't know if Pear does and knows how ridiculous it would be to recruit everybody in that game, but... My guess is it would be... It would be even more painful than this, so... I'm not planning on it. Also, where... Are the stairs going to be far right? It's kind of interesting. That's true. It is actually Doofer. But Doof the goat, man. Okay, it was far right. Okay, but you know the story well, yeah. I kind of feel like, especially after how much of a crazy grind this has been, this is almost going to take a year to complete, right? Speaking of 1-year anniversaries, right, we were talking about earlier with the YouTube channel's 1-year anniversary coming up in a couple weeks. I do wonder what is the 1-year anniversary of the start of this playthrough. Because for this to go, oh, what's up, Joyful? Welcome in. If this playthrough in particular ends up taking more than a year, that's kind of crazy to think about as well. Actually. And it probably will. If I had to guess, I probably started this in like November last year. So we're not that far off from this thing reaching its 1-year anniversary as well. Imagine though if we get close. We'll have to see how it ends up working out. But imagine if we get close to like the 1-year anniversary of this playthrough, and all we have left to get is Kecleon and Jirachi. That'd be kind of cool. Okay, I'm gonna start making space for gummies too. I'll drop the throwables we've been randomly picking up. I want to come out of here with some gummies in pocket. So it's another thing to keep in mind, right? As we continue making progress here. I'm not gonna, you know, manipulate the experience to make that happen, but if we're close to the 1 year anniversary of the start of this playthrough and we get really close to finishing it, I might end up like moving ahead a couple of streams, right? To try to finish this like on that date. Just random thoughts. That's a large room for no stairs. Okay. Oh, they're right here. Bro said bugfully good. You would, Bear. Alright. Making decent progress here in this dungeon. We've been having pretty good stair luck today overall, but also a majority of the episode we just been hunger healing. But when we went through Buried Relic, it was actually pretty good stair luck there. Okay, not here. Oh, okay, 9 months ago for the first vid, so first video in the playthrough, so it probably was in November then, right? It's about 9 months ago. We definitely have this, right? Yeah, we do. Oh, now we can take a shortcut. Very nice. Okay, here we go, here we go. You think it's easier to recruit Mew in Rescue Team Deluxe? Does it have like a different spawn rate, or why would that be the case? Oh no, that's not a house because of the throwables. Because it probably has like this same recruiting odds, right? So I would guess it comes down to like an encounter thing. Oh, okay, okay. I mean, I can definitely see that being the case. Because clearly when Chunsoft first developed this game, they they kind of just had some random things going on with a lot of these recruits. So hopefully, for everybody's enjoyment, when the remake Deluxe came out, hopefully they adjusted some of the things. Not necessarily recruit rates, but just like just spawn rates in general. Because this is very tedious, man. Especially when you jump into that. Okay, there is... I don't bring anything with me to mitigate this, though. The stairs are here, though, so we'll just go for it. There's no point to fight all these mons. It takes too long. As long as we don't get slowed down, we can get there, okay. A lot of snails and a lot of snakes, man. Deluxe is a lot easier in general, okay. Oh, right, the whole 8 teammate thing. That's right, that's right. Alright, let's also bring this gray gummy back with us. We'll swap it for the rocks. We also need to eat both those apples that I have, the regular ones. Let's see if there's another gummy up here. No, it's just thorns. Let's eat these two real quick. I don't have the webpage open for this dungeon about where Onyx spawns, but I want to say it was right around the rest area. Grab this. I want to say like 19 to 23 or something like that. Maybe 21 to 23. Plus you can't really miss it. The thing's gigantic. Alright, lot of gummies we're getting here. This is good, this is good. Can only use items on the first 3 mons. Oh, interesting. I can see that being the case. Quick floors. W. Hello, Sand Slash. Speaking of shinies, you guys like Sand Slash's shiny, by the way? That's one I never really talked about before, but it's always been one of my favorite shinies. I think I can keep going. I think Onyx will spawn soon here. Sand Slash's shiny, like the color palette in particular too, kind of reminds me of Knuckles from Sonic. Because even though, like, we talk about all the time, right? I'm not a big shiny guy. I think a lot of ghost type shinies and poison types that either or that kind of turn purple in their shiny form, I think those are cool. Okay, there is an Onyx here with a gummy. But Sand Slash actually has a good shiny. I like that one. A lot of gummies. Go ahead and use this and also use the Pecha. Because we're going to get a gummy here, but we also get one from the Onyx as well. Which will be one of these two Mons down here. Well, obviously not the sleeping one, but... Alright, let's do this. See if bro wants to join. Pain. But, this won't count as an additional check. Like, this is not going to be Pokemon number 272. Because we're going to get a second Onyx here, but we have to evolve one of them into Steelix first. Let's hope one of these two is a Rocky Snake, but they're both going the other way. That's how convenient. Whenever you want to get Mons, they always run the other way, but if you're trying to get away, that's when they all come right to you. Kind of annoying. DX doesn't allow you to recruit once you get Mew, so you have to use an orb. That's nasty work. I wasn't expecting that today, by the way. I didn't know that was... I'm glad that Chunsoft programmed that into this version of it. Well, the OG version. Why am I chasing Mons, by the way? Just sit here and hunger heal. Alright, here comes another Onyx. What's up, buddy? Want to join Team Turtle? Hey, there you go. Alright. We got another Onyx. Perfect. I do still need to mark this on my tracker in a different color because now we have two Onyxes. This will help me remember to evolve one into Steelix. But now it's time to send bro packing at the Kangaskhan rest area. There's a lot of Onyxes. Okay. None of them are going to join. Dragon Breath. Easy there, buddy. They can't join because body size is too big. The combined body size again of the team can't exceed 6. Onyx's body size 4 and Squirtle's 1, so that's already 5. Well, even 2 Onyxes would be 8, and it can't exceed 6, so... But after this floor here, we drop off... There's Rocky Snakes everywhere now. We'll send it home at the Kangaskhan after this, and then it's on to Groudon like 2 floors later. It's not bad. We'll have to find a way to evolve one of these to Steelix next time. Although, maybe I have a metal coat. Because we don't have to grow this to a certain level, right? Yeah, right, Nikki? You gotta love how there's like 15 Onyx spawns in a row right there. That was funny. Oh, what is this? Rest? Nah. Here's the stairs. Alright. So, Friendbow, everything else. We don't even need to eat another apple. We're good to go all the way to Groudon. I think we just have to get through like one floor here. Onyx, stand by. After this, I'll check for Metal Coat. Oh, what'd I miss? Don't we got recruit another Chop, like Machop? Yeah, but I don't think Machop is in here. Did I not see like on-screen text? Was there a Machop? Whoops. But you're right, we do. We only have 2. We have Machop and Machoke, but we need a third one to evolve all the way into Machamp eventually. Alright, let's go. Let's go fight Crouton. Drown him out with a bubble water gun combo again. I think we only have to find the stairs once, and then the second room is there's like an entryway, and then it's right into Groudon. Yeah, this little room with nothing in it. There was a cutscene here with Team ACT, but let's go ahead and put on the Friendbow. And look, man, we're not even giving this clown the time of day of another speech. Loses to Kyogre, man. What is there even to say to Groudon? We can't convince him to join Team Turtle because he don't like me. He don't like Kyogre. Got all the Watermons here. Blah blah quack quack. Groudon. Keep yapping, man. You just only get one shot by a bubble and a water gun. Come here, man. Let's do it. 24% chance. Let's go, man. Yes. Yes. That's like a second try Groudon, right? Like, we tried this last time and it didn't work, I know, but I don't think I've ever tried to recruit Groudon before this, apart from the whole main story thing. No shot! The volcanic pit. Oh, let's go check that out, man. Okay. Did not expect that either. Mon number 272, I'll update that in a minute. Also, let's go ahead and save. Interesting. Now, how do we title the YouTube video, though? 2 legendaries in one day? You know, clickbait like that. It's whatever ChatGPT cooks up, because I can't make thumbnails on my own. They would never work. Okay. Pokemon number 272 out of 386. Old Crouton. Okay. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, that was pretty good. For real. After a month of a lot of duds, not just in this game, but in every other game. Finally a small little win today. Okay. Let me go see this little arena here with Crouton. Lame. I'm about to go back and get Kyogre, and I'm gonna pull up in here. Nah, it doesn't work that way, but that's not bad. That was lucky. That was lucky. 25%. Like, Mew has better odds to join the team. The thing is, Mew is hard to find. Okay. We should probably go back to Western, right? For Ruthie, let's go try to get a couple Igglybuffs. They're on floors 10 to 13. They might be a rare spawn because we didn't see any last time, but they'll be really easy to recruit at 45%. As long as we see a few of them. So let's go get 2 more Igglybuffs. That way I can level them up in between the recordings. Alright, let's go Iglymax. So, we got apples. Yeah, what's up, Aliver? Welcome back in. Okay, let's go deposit the gummies. Yeah, we just got Groudon. That was pretty epic. And earlier today, we got Mew. Legendary part 45 here in the playthrough. And that's why, sometimes, even if you're not feeling it, man, you just gotta turn on the game and play. Because you never know what could happen, right? A lot of times you go in feeling good, you got a good plan, not just in video games, this is in all aspects of life, right? A lot of times you're feeling good, you think things are gonna work out, flops. Doesn't work out for you. And then there's other days where you just don't have the energy to get up and do it, man. But that's why you just gotta do it, because you never know. Today is one of those days. Frustration? No. Yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah. And Feebas. It's not bad, man. Not bad. Alright, we don't need none of that. We have an escape orb on us, right? And a cleanse. And we're wearing the friend bow, so... We're almost at the 2-hour mark. That's pretty good, I think, for this episode today. But let's go for another 10-15 minutes. Try to get a couple Igglybuffs. We don't need those for the future. And that is in Western. Western. I was looking for all the ones that start with W. Yeah. Going hard in the paint like Ben Wallace, man. Come on. We gotta go ahead and swap back to the X-rays here. Beedrill picked up a Reviver Seed. Well, that'll make Pear happy. But you know what? That just means we get to KO it twice. Oh, it wasn't that Beedrill. Never mind. This is a different one. I like the way this dungeon looks, by the way. Probably this. A lot of bees here. Must have been this guy. Yep, it was that one. Good for you, Mr. B. Dude, right? The Pistons back in the day? With the not Wallace brothers, but you get the idea. Rashid and Ben Wallace. Tayshaun Prince. Rip Hamilton. Those teams were loaded, man. Pechaberry, might as well. In case we get poisoned somehow. Why not? Why not? That's gonna be a monster house. I shouldn't go in there, but the stairs might be here. I just like to trigger the monster houses. They're funny. And then I run away like a little turkey. Look at that. Meowth picked up a rebound orb. How fitting. Talking about going hard in the paint. Okay. We might use both. I should not have went in that monster house because I didn't know Ekans had Screech. We might actually get KO'd in this situation. There's actually a pretty damn good chance of that. Okay, Bite's a special attack. Poison Powder's cringe. Alright. You're gonna be here for a while, huh? Let's take out the Ekans. Let Beedrill approach. Please don't confuse me. Thank you. Screech is so annoying, bro. All of a sudden you go from taking 1 damage to like 90 damage. Like, the math don't make any sense on that. Meowth used Scratch. Squirtle took 70 damage. Okay. That's a funny thing about this game, man, because if we see a Meowth on the other floor after the Screech, I'll guarantee you it only does 1 damage. We took... Oh, that was bad. We took 70 damage from a Scratch on Meowth, when it normally does 1 damage. The damage calcs are crazy in this game. Welcome back, Ruthie. We're getting the Iggly buffs right now for you. But yeah, we got Feebas and we just got Groudon too. That's not bad. Alright, let's keep going here. Oh, here. Let's play around with this Meowth and see if it hits us with a Scratch. Well, it's only... I mean, everything does 1 damage, right? We're level 100 at this point. Okay, whatever. I guarantee you it only does 1 damage. Smeargle, we got it. Let's just take this out. Oh, age is just a number, man. We're all gamers. We don't age, we level up. You already know. I'm 35 myself, but it's just a number, you know? It's all about how you feel, man. That's what it's all about. Alright, here's the stairs. Nah, 37's only ancient if you let it be ancient, man. You know what 37 is? That's when Meditity evolves into Medicham. We learned that the other day. So you're a Medicham. But yeah, there's quite a wide range of ages here for all the homies in the stream. Pretty diverse group. You feel 19, Zogo? Yeah, I doubt that. I'm just kidding. Well, you know, Mario the Plumber, man. You staying young. Yeah, I'll be 36 at the end of this year. My birthday's like 2 days before Christmas. So I'm 35 and a half. Where are we going, by the way? Okay, floors 10 to 13. I gotta lock in on this Iggly buff. I thought I already went too far. Got distracted by the monster house. Your workmates think you're 27? Okay, 10 to 13, so we're already here. Yeah, because I'm Italian, man, I grew facial hair at a young age, so like when I was like 14, people thought I was already 21 because I had the full beard, you know? So it was kind of funny. We could actually probably chill right here. Wait for some Igglies to show up. Not the tail whip, bro. Primeape. I don't know if this I don't know if this place has wonder tiles, so tail whip could be sketch if I get hit by it again or another Screech. Let me actually walk around and look for a wonder tile, then we'll hunger heal up. Because if Meowth is doing 70 damage with a Scratch, man, how are we gonna, you know? How are we gonna fare against the Tauros? Or the titties right here? We already got those Mons. Okay. Well, there's a buff. Nice. Hold on, buff. Let me take out the threats first. We'll save the buff for the end. We have been hit with Tail Whip, so keep that in mind. It's a little sketchy right here. We don't need you, Tauros. Alright, take out the titties. We also don't need that anymore. Iggly! Let's get it, man. Look. 11.3 base odds. Tack on 34% for the friend bow that hopefully I just ticked on. I did. And our level. So this is 45.3%. Come on, baby. What's up with these 50-50s in this game, man? Can't complain, though. We already got super lucky today. And I'll probably end up leaving the floor because... Did I pick that up? Oh, I did have space for it. The Monster House music does get kind of annoying after a while. Not trying to be here for 20 minutes, you know? But it's okay. Floor is 10 to 13, so... We got more chances for Iggly. This has got to be a rare spawn, though. Uproar. Uproar's mad annoying. Because they use it anywhere in the room. Remember we came here last time, didn't see an Iggly, and we only saw one right there? It might be a rare spawn. This could get a little shiesty. Sleeping X-Ploud is kind of funny in a way, because the whole Uproar thing. Preventing sleep. Alright, let's Hunger Heal here. See what kind of mons show up. Let's take out Tauros here. There's bulls and cows everywhere. We want the balloon. We don't need the angry monkey. Oh, brought us a key, though. Thanks, buddy. That's cool. I do want to take Primate through Purity Forest at some point. I love Primate, man. One of my favorites. There's also a Sleeping Mon blocking another Pokemon here. Well, Tauros was trying to go north, but it was being blocked by X-Cloud. Okay. Alright, let's take that out. Well, the other homie Stilly just graduated high school, right? Bro's like 18. Our friend in the Discord. Pops in the streams every now and then. This is the most OP turtle of all time. Alright. Let's go up here. There's a lot of mons on the floor now, but... We gotta be careful if we get hit with screeches and tail whips and whatnot. Let's go check it out. Yeah, this thing has got to be a rare spawn. And we talked about it last time, right? I don't think Jigglypuff is possible to recruit. Because the dungeon it's in... The dungeon it's in is a level 1 thing. So having it be a negative 19%, it's like it's not possible. Yeah, it's got to be a rare spawn. Igglybuff. So this will be kind of tough to get, actually. It's just going to be another Feebas Magikarp situation, to be honest. It's got like the same percentage and probably has a really bad spawn rate. And just like Feebas and Magikarp, it's available on like 4 to 6 floors, you know, type thing. This might be a while. Oh, okay, it's 5%, so it's a lot better than Execute. Yeah, right? What a weird episode. We got Mew. We got the very large crouton. But we can't get a little pink balloon. Or the pink eggs, for that matter. Still a great episode, though. Oh. That came in quick right there. We need 2 of these. Well, we have 1. We need 3 total, right? We got 1. This is going to be our second one right here. I'm feeling confident. I'm feeling good. Friendbo on. How you doing, Igglybuff? My name's Dude, aka Squirtle. Join Team Turtle. It's gonna be a great time. You know what? We're gonna have this thing face the other direction. That way we get a nice little side profile. You can see the eyeball. And now you see the Igglybuffs going, yeah, I'm gonna join Team Turtle. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Easy money, man. Just gotta play around with it a little bit. Easy money. Level 35 is crazy, by the way, but... Again, this is the whole thing with, like, happiness. Yeah, Ruthie, we got it, we got it. I'll put the x-rays back on. Why stop there, though? Why stop there? We're going to the moon, man. That does not increase our, I gotta be careful I don't get... I know, we gotta keep the baby safe, but... This doesn't increase our overall dex count because we already had one of these things. It won't do it until we evolve them. One more. Who's this? Tauros? We still got a couple more floors. Could find another one. I do need to check it off real quick in a different color, though. Because now we have the second one. Boom. Okay. Click back into the game here. Take out these chuckleheads. We're gonna be here. I was gonna say we're gonna be here for so long. We might even get a level on Igglybuff, but not if it's at 35. Don't worry, Iggly. I'll take care of all the big scary Pokemon that are coming to hurt you. I got you. Yeah, you can tail whip all you want, Mr. Bull. That don't matter. I will protect my Iggly from my friend Ruthie. Okay. Still floor 12 and 13 to try to find another one here. And also, depending on how far I want to push it, which is a really bad idea, the next mon we need is... I gotta scroll down the page. It was kind of far. It was Lickitung on floors 37 to 44. Yeah, that's a horrible idea to... to bring this little baby all the way there with us. That'd be a really bad idea. Take it to floor 37. So we'll come back later for Lickitung, and there was even somebody else even further in from Lickitung. Come on, Iggly. We're going on an adventure here. We're gonna find a nice, safe place to hunger heal. Let's not step on that, though. So you gotta like be good at repositioning the mons into the corner, and I'm like the worst person of all time at doing that, but the enemy mons always go for the party leader, which of course for us is Squirtle. So they shouldn't even go step to the Igglybuff there. So this is a pretty good spot to hunger heal. Oh, Skarmory, you're right. That's what we were talking about earlier. It was Skarm. I'm gonna grab the coins and then put Iggly back in the corner, but that's not gonna work. Actually, I need it on that tile. Then I go here and then I do this. Okay. The mon's constantly... Oh! Igglybuff found coins. Wait a minute. There's another Iggly on the floor. It picked up the coins wherever that blue dot was. Okay. Let's wait for it to come here. But there's at least an Igglybuff somewhere on the floor. At least one. Because it found some coins. But that's why I picked up the other chunk, because it would have... We keep getting a message every time they drop it and re-pick it up. I don't want to deal with all that. Get out of here, Shiftry. Nobody likes you. Okay. Where is this buff? It's like chilling in the other room on the far left, probably. Eventually it will be here. Go for Lickitung, it's quite deep. Yeah, 37 to 44. I think we do it, but not while we got two Igglybuffs with us, you know? We come back just as Squirtle and we full send it. Not have to worry about the teammates getting KO'd. I think the Igglybuff is just staying in that far left room. I'm actually just gonna go approach it. I'll try as I do, it's gonna leave the room, but... There it is. Hold on. First, we take care of the big bad bull here. Luckily, you can still use throwables, but we now have to shake off the confusion. We got kissed by the buff. Not ideal. I guess I'll still put Friendbow on, but I don't want to attack my own Igglybuff. Also, this Igglybuff, we got to turn off the moves. I should have done the wait here thing in the hallway. I messed up. I could turn on the go the other way thing, but... Was it avoid trouble? No. Get away. We do that. Okay. Okay. Now we have it wait there, I think. We're learning, we're learning. Tactics. Wait there. And that turns off get away. Okay. Because if I accidentally attack, and you can't control the direction when you're attacking, right? So if I accidentally attacked in the wrong direction, KO'd the Igglybuff we just got. Like, it comes back with revivers, but still. Alright. Igglybuff, number 3 overall, and number 2 on the day for our friend Ruthie. Celebration time, baby. There we go. Easy money. Yes. Nice. We got the whole family now. Look at these two. They look so happy, man. Perfect. Perfect. Now we just gotta evolve 2 of them, which is the hardest part. So, anyway, let's escape orb out of here for now. Maybe I should turn off the wait there. What if I use an escape orb and the one in the hallway just waits there like I told it to? That would be tragic. Let's not take the chance. I don't know how that works. We do the let's go together. Let's take a little victory lap and look at these hoppy friends. Okay. Can we not step on every single tile? Just want to have a happy moment with my hoppy friends. Alright. We're using the escape orb before it gets sticky. Get me out of here, man. The buffs are acquired. The hard part's going to be evolving them, but that's alright. Okay. Nice! What a successful Mystery Dungeon sesh here. So, let me change Igglybuff now to blue. Actually, here, let me put it back to red, and I'll show you guys the process, but... Let's step outside here, get ready to hit the outro. Kind of get into position for that. But I'm going to go ahead and flash the thing on the screen. Well, not flash it, but I'm going to pull it up on the screen. We'll talk about the Pokedex Counter Online website that I use for doing this. And I'll show you the different colors. Yeah, exactly. They're all ready to evolve into Jigglypuff. Level-wise, they just need a bunch of gummies. So let me go ahead and pull this on screen. Show you guys why I'm showing 272 up there. Because as you can see in the bottom right corner here, it says 272. So, how I use this thing is anything in white we don't have. If I left click once, change it to black, that means we have it one time. If I left click again on the mouse, it'll turn it red for 2 copies. And anything in blue, like Igglybuff here, now that we got a third one, we go from red to blue. Did I flash you guys? Oh, don't tempt me with a good... I'll flash the Yiddies too. Violates terms of service though, so I can't. So now Igglybuff, for example, is in blue, along with like Trico here, Hoppip, Spiel. Tyrogue was blue forever, but we evolved one last time into Hitmonlee. So, oh, and Slowpoke. I got 3 Slowpokes. So blue is 3 copies, red is 2. Needs to evolve, you know, one of them, and black is we have it, right? So just once. So this is where we're at now, 272, right? But the reds and the blues don't count multiple times. So we have 272 in the decks. If we were to evolve everything in red and blue, we'd already be at 300. So it's pretty good. It's pretty good. And actually good progress, even though we only added +3 today, right? Groudon, Mew, and Feebas were the 3. We started at 269, we're now 272. But we got a few new duplicates that were clutch, but let's be real, getting a couple really, really hard mons off, you know, checked off here was the big win today, so I'll take it, man. I'll take it. Slightly over 70%, perfect. So what we'll do, speaking about all the Pokemon in red, if I ever get time to grind the save file offline in preparation for the next recording, I'll get like, you know, 10 to 12 Pokemon there in either red or blue. I'll do the thing where I use a bunch of Joy Seeds, fling them, and we'll level them up to be ready to evolve. We could check Onyx for Steelix Metal Coat, but I'll do that next time. So that'll be the plan next time. We'll focus on evolving a bunch of Pokemon. We'll still go after recruits. Some easy ones, maybe a hard one, but it'll depend if the next session of this is done on a weekend stream or it's done on a weekday before work. So that'll kind of dictate the flow and the pace. But progress is progress, man. So next time we'll do a bunch of Evos, you know. I'll get like 10 to 12 Pokemon prepared to evolve, but time-wise, maybe we only do half of those during the actual recording. So it just depends on a few things. That's pretty good. I like the way the list looks now. It's getting better every time. So we'll take it. We'll take it. Okay. With all that being said, though, I'm going to go ahead and end the YouTube recording here, and we'll talk about where to go next on the stream. All right. So therefore, with all that being said, to anybody finding this video in the future over on YouTube, that will conclude part 45 in the PMD Blue Rescue Team Recruit 'em All playthrough. Probably our biggest, or not our biggest, but our most successful episode to date. I'm trying to think, it's hard to think back to all 45 episodes, but considering we got Groudon and Mew, Mew's got to be top 5 hardest things to get in this game. It's got to be. Alongside Chansey, Execute, and probably a couple others. I don't know, but I would guess Mew's top 5, so big win today. Let's celebrate that. Groudon's like the cherry on top, or the crouton on the salad, however you want to look at it. So that was pretty cool as well. Alright, with all that being said, that's going to go ahead and conclude part 45 in the PMD Blue Rescue Team Recruit 'em All playthrough. So join us next time for part 46. We'll have more fun. That's going to do it for today. So anybody that is finding this video in the future over on YouTube, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the action. And I also hope that you have a good rest of your day, wherever you go after watching this video. Alright, take care, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.